Hello guys, today we're watching an MSA video. So I hope you enjoy. Grab your popcorn and drinks, and I guess let's get into the movie. So yeah, starting in 1, 2, 3.
Hi y'all, my name is Gabby Lee. I live in Philadelphia, and I wouldn't be what most people would call cool. I'm a straight A student, A+ if I can get them. I play in a band, the clarinet in my school's band that is, the only time I go to any sports games, and I don't go to parties. But my one great dream is to be a world-class chemist. I couldn't be happier, but would you believe for one night it all changed? I rebelled against my father, almost got my friends kidnapped, and had a run-in with the police. It was probably the best night of my life. It all started with Millie Cancun. My one vice, the biggest pop star sensation in the world. Sure, some other singers might sing about their relationship traumas or death or whatever moody stuff, but Millie was all about living young, wild, and free. My polar opposite. I'm not alone in my Millie mania. Lots of girls my age are, including my 3 besties, Sue, Evelyn, and Jamie. Wouldn't you know it, Millie was going on tour and having shows in New York. Typical. All the cool stuff happens there. Between the 4 of us and our various extracurricular activities, the only night all 4 of us could possibly go was Sunday night, to which my dad said,
"No, it's a school night. Plus, her music seems a little inappropriate for your age, does it not?"
What does he know? I can't get too mad at my dad, though. It's just me and him. Mom isn't in the picture anymore. I should have told him how much it would mean to me, but I backed down. My friend's luck was no different, though their parents were a little less strict.
My parents said I could go, but they don't want to drive me there.
Same. We could take the bus.
That would take like 3 hours, and plus be sketchy as heck.
Something stirred in me. I don't know what came over me. We could take my dad's car.
Word?
He'd drive us there? I thought you said you couldn't go.
Well, what if he never finds out? I could drive us there. I've got my learner's permit.
Are you for real?
Was I for real? Already the gears in my head were turning as it spurred up this plan. I'd take his car, drive to the concert, buy our tickets, have the best night of our lives, drive home, and my dad would be none the wiser. In his eyes, I would still be the good, rule-following daughter he asked for. Yeah, we can all meet at my house, and I can go from there.
Whoa, when did you get so cool all of a sudden?
Yeah, I was cool. This was my chance. My plan was foolproof. I started laying the groundwork, making a subtle suggestion to my dad. I think we should have spaghetti night on Sunday.
Okay.
The seed had been planted, and on Sunday, fruit had come to bear. For you see, dear viewer, pasta will always knock my dad out. When he was done, he was fast asleep in his recliner. I finished the job by laying down a weighted blanket on top of him. Good thing, too, because he definitely would have been woken up by the sound of Jamie banging on the door.
Yo, Gabby, you in there?
Shh! I'm sneaking out, remember? I'll be right there. I just gotta grab but the keys to Dad's car weren't there. I checked in his room, not there. A tense realization hit me. They were still in his pocket. As discreetly and non-suspiciously as possible, I reached into his pocket to pull them out, lest he wake up and was wondering what I was doing. After much careful fidgeting, I got them. I wanted to get out of there, but I had one more thing I needed to do. The final pièce de résistance. In my room, I set up a fake version of me made from pillows and sat her by my desk. Should my dad check on me, he would believe to see his dutiful daughter studying for her math test, not realizing I had already studied in between band practice. Evil genius. I snuck out, we got in the car, and we were off. I wasn't exactly a car expert. Better me to do it than any of my friends. Didn't want to scratch up my dad's car. If you were to ask me at that moment, I'd have said it had gone perfectly. We were driving down the road, pre-gaming our jam session, singing along to Millie Cancun, but then we started slowing down. The car started making funny noises. And then,
what happened?
We stopped.
I can see that, but why?
We had broken down in the middle of the road. Luckily, we were in the middle of nowhere, so it's not like we were causing a traffic jam or anything. On the other hand, we were in the middle of nowhere. We couldn't exactly walk there, and we couldn't get a tow truck. Time and money were limited. We only brought money to buy tickets, and phone service was limited. Some people passed by, but no one would stop. Please, help us.
You're standing in the middle of the road.
Yeah, that's why we need need your help! Finally, one guy stopped. Now, I'm not an expert on cars, but he didn't seem to look at the engine for very long before going.
Yep, it's broken beyond repair.
Wow, are you sure?
Trust me, you young girls are lucky the car hasn't exploded. Say, why don't I give you girls a lift? I'm heading to Manhattan right now. It wouldn't be no trouble.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Girls, can we huddle for a second? We whispered amongst ourselves. This guy seems kinda suspicious.
Well,
Gloria,
what
Gloria.
choice do we have? We can't exactly stay here, can we?
At Bet365, we're all about amazing experiences. Whether it's before the game, during the game, or after the game.
Guys, I gotta pause real quick. Scared my thing, you know. Just pretend I'm doing nothing. Okay. You just saw 2 of my private videos. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that after. I'm gonna delete this video after. Well, I'll just show you that.
Everyone was in reluctant agreement. We got into his car and headed for the city. How was I gonna get my dad's car home now? Speaking of my dad, I wasn't there for this next part of the story, and he might tell it differently. He managed to break free from his pasta nap and was able to pull away from the comfort vacuum of the weighted blanket. He went up to check on me, just as I thought, and probably said something like,
Gosh, Gabby, I'm sorry I didn't let you go to a concert and allow you to be your own woman. I promise I'll make it up to you.
what I didn't account for was him to see his daughter's head fall off.
Yeah?
He went into my room and found I was not there. Realizing what had happened in a way only a paranoid dad could, he scrambled around the house looking for his keys. Only when he tried checking the car did he figure out the extent of my betrayal. He asked our neighbor to drive out to the concert. He must have gotten there before we did because amongst the crowded lines outside of the concert halls, I wasn't there. Me and my friends had arrived in downtown Manhattan, making decent time. While we were happy to avoid the rain that was picking up, the ride was an awkward affair, as we attempted to avoid conversation with Echo, as he called himself.
What sort of trouble are you young girls up to tonight?
We're going to a concert.
Oh, a music concert. What concert?
Yeah, Millie Cancun.
Oh, nice. I love her song Ice Cream Summer.
That wasn't a Millie Cancun song. That was a ZZ Marina song.
Hey, you know what? I know a shortcut up here that'll get us away from all the traffic. Wouldn't want you to be late.
No thanks. That's fine. You can just follow the GPS.
What does she know? Trust me.
Where could he be taking us? Back to his apartment where he was going to murder us? Or worse, maybe he was gonna call my dad. Please, just keep driving north. We're almost there.
Relax. It'll be fine.
In my panicked state of mind, I grabbed the wheel from him.
Whoa, go Gabby!
What the heck?
We fought for it before I knocked us into a pole. I swear, it was only a light touch, but it triggered Echo's airbags nonetheless, trapping him. Go! We hopped out and ran. We were grateful at first, but it didn't take long before we were missing the roof of that car. We didn't know where we were. Our phones were collectively dying, leaving our directional skills inhibited. The rain was making us wet and frustrated. By the time we found the concert hall, the ticket booths had just closed. Had we been a minute earlier, we could have made it. Hovering around were some shady-looking scalpers, but their tickets were a little out of our price range.
That'll be $10,000.
I could tell my friends were mad at me, and why wouldn't they be? This couldn't get any worse.
Gabby!
Oh no, my dad was here. I was frozen stiff as he came up to me and gave me a hug. You're not mad?
Oh, I'm mad, but I'm also relieved to see you're all safe. You girls look like you've had quite the night.
We were almost kidnapped.
Yes, Dad, I screwed up. Your car is broken down in the middle of the road on...
I saw it on the way here. Jeff helped me tow it away. We're going to go get it repaired. Why don't you four go enjoy a concert while I wait?
He had bought tickets. We couldn't believe it. Do you mean it?
As long as you can pay me back.
We all gave him our money.
Oh, okay then. Well, all's fair then. I can use this for the car.
After drying up a bit, we went inside. So, was it all worth it? Of course it was. Millie was radiant as ever, and her collective screams drowned out our worries as we danced away. Like I said, best night of my life. Only problem with forgetting your worries is when they come back to bite you.
There they are, officers. Those girls were underage driving. I tried to help them, but they insisted on attacking me and leaving me for dead.
The creep from earlier, and he brought cops.
Any of you girls with your parents?
No. My dad is going to pick us up, I think.
You think? Where is he?
He's here. He's going to be here.
You sound like a liar, Gabby.
She was right. If my dad wasn't here, were we going to be taken in? And now my dad would have to bail me out again? And then I'd be a convicted felon, and it would go on my permanent record, and I'd never get into college, and I would never... I started started crying. I'm sorry, officers. It's all my fault. Please don't arrest my friends. I was the one who took my dad's car. I was the one who crashed that guy's car. You can take me in. They shouldn't pay for my actions.
Well, we don't have to.
Oh no, you don't have to do that. We can pay your bail.
Yeah. Oh, wait. We gave all your money to your dad.
We can still do something.
Really? Oh, thanks, you guys. You're the greatest.
Is there a problem here?
Are you any of these girls' father?
That's right.
Well then, everything seems to be in order.
Hold on, your daughter damaged my car. I expect you're going to compensate me for my troubles?
Are you the one that tried kidnapping them?
No, that's quite a... You know what? It's fine, actually. I hope you have a good night.
That got the guy to leave. Though it looks like the cops decided to hang out with him for a bit longer.
How much more excitement can you girls get into tonight?
We got in my dad's car, and he drove us all home. Turns out it wasn't broken beyond repair. Who would have thought? One by one, my friends were all dropped off. It was just me and my dad now. We parked at home, and before getting out, we had a talk.
You are grounded, you know.
I know.
It just seems right. But maybe I can be a little strict. You're growing up. You're going to want to be your own person. I can't fault you for that.
But I should have been more honest with you. I guess I just don't ask for a lot of things. But I do want to be an A+ student. I do want to be valedictorian. I promise. I'm not going to make this too much of a habit.
It's all right. I got into some trouble when I was your age.
I am super sorry. The part 2 will be like in like right after I upload this video, I will make part 2. So stay tuned, cause right after I upload this video, you will see part 2. Have an awesome day, guys. See you in part 2.